Ever wondered why Pakistan, a major Muslim-majority nation, has never recognized Israel? The answer isn't simple. It's a complex web of history, politics, and deep-seated public sentiment that goes back to Pakistan's very creation. Pakistan's policy was set in stone from its birth in 1947. Its founder, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, declared in 1948 that the creation of Israel without justice for the Palestinians was unacceptable. This wasn't just a political statement. It became a cornerstone of Pakistan's identity as an Islamic republic, a principle upheld by every leader since. Fast forward to 2020, and you hear former Prime Minister Imran Khan echoing this sentiment at a rally, stating, "Pakistan will never recognize Israel until Palestinians secure a state with Al-Quds Jerusalem as its capital." Even the powerful Pakistan Armed Forces are in lockstep. Major General Babar Iftikhar of the ISPR confirmed in late 2020 that the military fully supports the government's stance, and as recently as October 2025, the Foreign Office, led by Mumtaz Zahra-Balak, has reaffirmed this position, condemning Israeli actions in Gaza and demanding a two-state solution based on pre-1967 borders. But this isn't just a top-down policy. It resonates deeply with the Pakistani people. With a population of over 220 million, public opinion is overwhelmingly against normalization. A 2023 Gallup poll found that a staggering 92% of Pakistanis reject recognizing Israel. This sentiment isn't confined to one region or group. It's a unifying force across urban centers like Karachi and Lahore and rural areas in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Baluchistan. During the 2023 to 2024 Gaza conflict, millions took to the streets. Sunni parties like Jamaat Islami and Shia groups like Majlis Wadatim Zelamin organized massive protests. Major arteries like Lahore Small Road and Karachi Sharif Cell were flooded with people chanting slogans like "No Israel" and "Palestine Zindabad." The media amplified these voices, with newspapers like Dawn warning that any move towards normalization could trigger unprecedented unrest. We've seen this happen before. In 2022, a visit to Israel by a group of Pakistani Americans sparked nationwide protests. The state-run TV even fired a producer over alleged links to the visit. Forcing the government to publicly state Pakistan's policy on Israel remains unchanged. The political landscape is a minefield. The major parties, PMLN, PTI, and PPP-Hall, know that challenging this consensus is political suicide. Imran Khan's PTI, popular among the youth, has consistently used anti-Israel rhetoric to mobilize its base. Meanwhile, the PPP and PMLN, currently in a coalition, align on this issue to maintain stability. Religious parties like Jamaat-e-Islami and JUEF warned that recognizing Israel would undermine Pakistan's moral authority on the Kashmir issue, another deeply emotional subject for the nation. Remember 2005, when then-President Musharraf merely suggested an open debate on Israel. 20,000 protesters hit the streets, forcing him to backtrack immediately. The religious dimension is perhaps the most powerful barrier. Influential Sunni and Shia scholars have issued fatwas, or religious edicts, declaring normalization haram religiously forbidden without a just solution for Palestinians. Mufti Taqi Usmani and Allama Harul Qadri, respected by millions, have made this clear. For many Pakistanis, supporting Palestine is a religious duty. A Pew Research survey found 95% of Pakistani Muslims feel this way. With 2 million students in religious seminaries, this clerical opposition is amplified throughout society. Any government that defies this would risk triggering mass civil disobedience, potentially paralyzing the country and its economy, just as we saw during the TLP protests in 2021, which caused hundreds of millions of dollars in economic losses. Then there are the geopolitical chess moves. Normalizing ties with Israel would severely strain Pakistan's relationship with its neighbor, Iran. The two countries share a 900-kilometer border and cooperate on counterinsurgency. After an Israeli airstrike on Iran's consulate in Damascus in 2024, Iran's supreme leader urged Pakistan to resist pressure to recognize Israel. A policy shift could jeopardize border security and scuttle the crucial Iran-Pakistan gas pipeline, which is vital for a country facing a 30% energy deficit. Furthermore, it could isolate Pakistan within the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, weakening its diplomatic clout and its long-standing position on Kashmir. Strategically, Recognizing Israel could inadvertently empower Pakistan's arch-rival, India. India has deep defense ties with Israel, worth billions of dollars. The fear is that Israel could share advanced intelligence or cyber warfare capabilities with India, tipping the military balance. The Pakistan Armed Forces also have a long institutional memory, remembering their pilots fighting alongside Arab nations in the 1967 and 1973 wars. Finally, terrorist groups like the TTP are always looking for propaganda victories. They would undoubtedly exploit normalization to paint the government as un-Islamic, fueling recruitment and justifying attacks. So, what could change this? It would take a seismic shift. An internationally recognized two-state solution is the absolute minimum. If a major player like Saudi Arabia were to normalize relations, it might provide some political cover for Pakistan. But even then, any government would have to navigate the immense domestic, religious, and security risks. For now, as of late 2025, with the crisis in Gaza ongoing and public opposition at its peak, the prospect of Pakistan recognizing Israel seems more distant than ever. Without justice for Palestine, Pakistan's policy remains firmly unchanged. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into global politics. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.